Well, we'll see what happened. Let's go.
Okay.
So if I relieve Mr. Drukas, you're going to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
So if they set it for a preliminary examination, you're ready to go?
This is I'm representing myself today. I don't know what all happens today, but I'm talking to the judge without the court-appointed attorney.
No, man.
Okay, well, I don't.
Don't listen. Don't you dare just lean on my podium and pretend like that. Not.
Welcome to What Had Happened Was.
Where we take a peek into actual court cases and give you commentary based on our unique perspective and experiences, and also give you informational tips and tricks to help you avoid a what had happened situation.
Before we get started, give us a thumbs up, a tasteful comment. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of every video as they come out. All defendants are considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This is the case of the people versus a bad attitude. What had happened was,
Do the same, Mr. Kilowall. Court calls the case, people versus Chloe Whitsett.
Edward Drukas on behalf of Chloe Whitsett, who is approaching, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm dismissing my court-appointed attorney and representing myself.
Okay, start with this. What's your name?
Chloe Whitsett.
Okay. And you're intending upon representing yourself in this matter?
At this time, yes, Your Honor, I am. I am dismissing the court-appointed attorney at this time, yes.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know if you noticed, but every time the lawyer Drukas appears,
yes,
if you go back to one of our first episodes with Theophilus Smith, every time Drukas is appointed, they always on something else.
Yeah,
They're always on something else. He's not good enough for them. No. This is the adjournment king, though.
Drukas is the man.
This is the man.
Drukas he's the man. That's the man right there.
But this
is another saga of the Drukas crime.
They don't want to be bothered.
No, they don't.
All right, find out.
Until my family and I decide what law firm we are going to choose, I will be representing myself.
So the wheels of justice have to screech to a grinding halt while she gets herself together.
Yep.
You know, and what's really funny is that this is technically a miscarriage of justice.
Yeah. And
she, as a defendant, is causing a miscarriage of justice. Not the prosecutor, the person herself, the plaintiff, the defendant is causing her own miscarriage of justice.
But at the same time, that's why she's there in court, because she miscarried herself anyway. And that's why she's there appearing in court.
Oh no, people are presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, they're all presumed innocent until convicted. But that's why she's there appearing, because she's miscarrying herself like she is right now.
Okay. All right. So you need time to seek a attorney?
Well, not really, but I have a request at this time, as I am representing myself.
Well, not until such time as I relieve Mr. Drukas.
Okay, thank you.
I have not done so.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out what the issue is and what you're intending upon doing.
Dismissing the court-appointed attorney and representing myself.
Okay.
I'm sorry. At this time, I can't make it any clearer, and I don't understand.
You're not making it very clear to me at all.
Okay.
Not listening.
I'm confused.
Just talking.
Fact. In the state of Michigan, contempt of court is punishable for up to $7,500 in fines or no more than 93 days in jail, and up to 2 years of probation. Additionally, a judge can order the person found guilty of contempt to pay the other party's attorney fees, court costs, or restitution.
But if you apologize to the judge and the judge feels that it's heartfelt, they will rescind the citation and could waive the contempt of court charges. Oh my goodness. A person without a law degree is confused of how to proceed in court.
Really?
Are they people? You know what? I'm thinking there are people that go to school that study on how to proceed in these places.
Yes, they are. I think they're called lawyers.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Is there a lawyer?
Yeah, and I think that's what she has standing next to her.
But-
a lawyer. You notice how quiet he got? Because he said he sees the crash and burn because we are now at the
Listen.
Apple was moment.
How many of you have seen a video of someone who thinks that they can cut their own bangs? And let's see how disastrous that turns out. And hair grows back. So let's see what happens now. Because
Okay, here we go.
Are you going to hire an attorney
Yes,
or are you going to represent yourself?
today, Your Honor, I'm going to represent myself. If my request is denied by you, then I will be hiring an attorney. I can't make it any clearer than that.
So so if I relieve Mr. Drukas, you're going to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
So if they set it for a preliminary examination, you're ready to go?
This is I'm representing myself today. I don't know what all happens today, but I'm talking to the judge without the court-appointed attorney.
No.
so instead of her just allowing Mr. Drukas to sit there and say, Your Honor, we want to get an adjournment, because he can get her an adjournment and she can go and get another lawyer. He said, oh, I'm just stepping in right now. She says she wants to seek another attorney. And the judge will say, oh, okay, we'll postpone it for 2 weeks or anything. She's just like flat out saying, I don't want this lawyer. And she doesn't understand is that it's the same as if you don't know where you're going. You're in the and someone comes along and says, I can point you in the right direction to get you to the next step of where you want to go. And you say, no, I'll find it on my own.
I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. The lawyer is in the courthouse all the time. That's their job. Like, unless she has a law degree or something like that, that she's not stating she has a law degree.
It's evident she does not.
She does not. She doesn't. She's just talking right now.
Oh, man.
Okay, well, I don't.
Don't listen. You don't you dare just lean on my podium and pretend like that. Not here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass the matter because if you come back up and start banging your nails on that podium, you're going to be going with Mr. Allen. You may have a seat. Don't shake your head at me. Oh. Mr. Allen, might want to have a conversation with her and tell her that she better check herself before she comes back up here.
Now she's going back and forth with the judge, and Drukas could have just got her out of there with an adjournment.
Much quicker, and now she's on her way to jail. The way she's acting, she's headed in that direction.
He could have just stepped in and said, Your Honor, this client at this time would like to seek another legal advice, and she wants an adjournment.
Exactly.
And he would have got her adjournment for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Drukas, 3 weeks. Maybe even a month.
A month, yeah.
Drukas might have got her a month. Now she about to.
Anybody else? I don't know. But Drukas, yeah, he could have it. I told you, Drukas is the man.
Later that day,
Here we go.
she's
She
back.
go to jail, or was she not? Let's find out.
Recalls the case, People versus Whitsett.
And Edward Drukas on behalf of Chloe Whitsett.
Your name.
Apologies on behalf of my client for earlier. I did have an opportunity to speak with her during that break.
And this is why Drukas and Judge Simpson, whether they realize, this is what people don't realize. They say, oh, they all know each other and they all talk. Yeah, they're in the court all the time.
Exactly.
He's apologizing on her behalf. She's not even technically his client because she kicked him out.
And look who had to step up to the plate and take a swing.
She still had to, and he's like, okay, I apologize for my client earlier. I guess she sat back and thought about it, because unless you're getting a lawyer in there today.
She went to spend some time in as a guest of the county.
And go over the process of where we are, what's going on right now. She did tell me that she would like to obtain a new attorney. So in the meantime, I can assist her with getting a copy of the discovery, getting a copy of the videos, which I don't have yet. I was going to be asking for an adjournment today to obtain those. So ultimately, I'd be asking for at least a 2-week adjournment. And I talked to her about her behavior in court, and I think that she has an understanding of that and will abide by anything the court orders her to do.
See, he was getting an adjournment anyway,
Yes,
because
he
he's like, we need to know what's going on before I can tell you how to proceed.
Well, especially since she said she wants to seek other counsel, so he has to get an adjournment because he's not going to represent her.
But either way, he was going to. Drukas is the king of adjournments. Yeah. He always asks for an adjournment. He always needs 2 weeks to figure out what's going on.
Because he's not going to go in there.
He's like, I'm not going. I don't know what's going on. Especially you just met this person today,
right?
And first thing he can say is, Your Honor, we just started talking about this today. I have not had time to confer with my client. 2 weeks.
And he just said that also, not just that, also he said there's videotapes, means there's evidence.
Something else that might exonerate her.
Exonerate her, so you got to get this together. So like adjournment.
So with that, I'd be asking for an adjournment of today's hearing.
Is all of that correct, Ms. Whitson?
Your Honor, I would like to apologize. I had complete zero understanding, but yes, that is correct.
Ms. Whitson, let me tell you something. I should have locked you up.
Oh my gosh.
You know what though? I admire the fact that she said she had zero understanding.
Finally, the bell went off.
Somebody said, I don't know what he sat there and told her, but you know what?
You just had to get it right.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked. She apologized. I'm glad she apologized because.
And that was actually a very sincere apology.
Exactly.
She realized that she knew nothing, and she admitted she knew nothing.
You're lucky that I just took a deep breath and said, I don't know what's going on. I'm just asking her questions. And you come in here, I don't think we've ever seen each other. And you just come in here disrespecting me in this court.
Yeah, she act like they went out on a date, and he don't remember her or something like that.
He stuck her at the prom or something.
He stuck her, or he just sometimes daddy like.
Yeah, you the one that's the guy.
I'm here for revenge.
Yeah, what's going on?
Or like he's her mother's ex-boyfriend or something like that. She said something like, like she knows who he is. I know who you are. You acting like you don't know who I am, and
you wrong me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something else. That man standing beside you right now, it's the only thing that saved you from going to jail. I had pretty much made up my mind that when I came back out here because of what you had done, you were gone.
He was her lifeboat and bottle of water in the middle of the ocean.
And helicopter.
He
all
came.
At the same time.
He came. He coast guarded her and sped her away to safety. Woo! Because if ever a moment she was adrift and she was about to be on her own.
Told you Drukas was the man. Her ship was capsizing.
No, her ship had a hole in the middle of it, and she's the one that took an axe and put the hole in it. And he came in with the Coast Guard, a helicopter, SWAT, everything, rescue team, everything.
Rescue dolphins.
Right,
everything.
And came in and said, let me get you away to safety.
Now.
Let's do this. Because she was about to be adrift and sunk in the middle of the jail.
And took the axe out of her hand.
So while you may not want him representing you, he just saved you.
So in spite of the fact that she didn't want to represent her, The judge made it very clear. He made that known to certain terms. The absolute only reason
Then why?
you're not in jail right now is for the same person that you didn't want to be bothered with, and you just disrespectfully dismissed
But
them.
once again, all
and
she
got
had
rid
to
of
do
them.
was wait, and he could have gotten
But she
her
was
an
disrespectful.
adjournment.
But she was
He could have got
disrespectful
her an
about it.
adjournment. He could have got her adjournment. He was getting a. Once
Yes.
again, I'm gonna go back over. He was getting an adjournment
Pause for a
anyway.
second. She didn't just not only she dismissed them disrespectfully and then went in there like a tornado, out of control, screaming at everyone in the court, talking loud, ain't saying nothing. But the wrath was coming, and you know who stepped in front of it for her? Drukas took that hit for the team.
It's considered reckless behavior.
Very reckless. It's contempt of court. That was literally contempt of court.
And then you wind up in a room with the other people that don't like to listen to people, and then you can't figure out why you're there because you don't like to listen either. Now maybe you're not liking to listen is not as bad as other people's, but you on the same.
You're still there,
and you wind up in a level playing field with everybody.
That's it. Remember one other thing. Funny thing about judges, we have exceedingly long memories. You come in here acting like that on the next day, I'm not even going to ask any questions. You are just going to go.
You see how, like, when some of us, when we were younger, you went somewhere with your mother and your mother just gave you that look. And he's saying to her, if you even come in here and twist your eye a way I don't like, that's it.
In his own words, she was warned and admonished. She was warned and admonished, and he read her the riot act.
He's like, if you come in here, no problem. You make sure you come in here right, because I will not forget. Because the minute you think he don't got a little highlight next to her name.
That's what records are for.
Are we clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
2024, 9 a.m. as your invite indicates. It's time the defendant's bond will continue.
Thank you. Again, I do apologize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye. I mean, take care. Thank you. Thought it might be you leaving. Just say, I know. Apparently not. Just not my lucky day. Where are they bringing up first?
So to recap, we had a defendant
with a
bad attitude who started to be argumentative with the judge, the lawyer, the officers, and almost wind up on the other side of the fence. And we don't even know what the crime is that she's being accused of. She might be completely innocent, but just the way she's going in and talking and saying everything, all she had to do is say, I was gonna get a different lawyer. I was wondering, what do I do? I was gonna get a different lawyer. What did I do? He said, we can ask for an adjournment. Oh, okay. And that would have been it.
Exactly.
This video didn't even need to be made. It could have been 2 minutes. She could have been in and out.
It would have been. She would have been in and out. But,
and now the judge says he's remembering her, so I'm quite sure her name is highlighted. And anytime her name comes up in the computer,
well, she's coming. Remember, she's coming back. Oh, this saga isn't over, everyone.
Right.
We're going to go into the continuation of the Drukas Chronicles on this one, the next episode, going into when Miss Whitsett comes back.
Let's see if she gets herself a lawyer. Let's see if she comes in with a lawyer the next time we see her.
Let's see what happens. So stay tuned for the next episode of What Had Happened Was.
Thanks for watching.
And also give us a thumbs up, like, comment, share. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified of every video as they come up. And get that algorithm going and help us build this channel in 2024.
And make sure that you don't wind up in a what had happened situation.